top to it. Hello, happy Sunday. I hope you guys can hear music. Too much if it's just my voice. Music is groovy but a bit loud. Okay. I need to fix my mic again? Or am I just like not talking loud enough? No. How funny. How funny. Is it okay now? There you go, but I don't know what the there you go is for. Seems okay-ish now. Darn it. When you talk loud, it's loud. Okay, that sounds like it's working. And then when I go quiet, it's super quiet. Okay. It is not a stream unless I have B-Boy and Shovel troubleshooting this with me. Okay. So you guys are going to have to let me know when I get annoyingly quiet or annoyingly loud. But if I talk like this and I am this far away from it, it should be okay. In theory. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm doing marshmallows, which are linears, today. And what do I have on the mix setting for the Yeti? It's nothing weird. I feel like it's weird when I have music going. Is it okay now that I've turned the music off? No, it's not the music. Let's see. It's the mic setting for the directional sound. I mean, I thought I fixed that last time. No, I should not have any suppression. Let's take a look. Oh, my camera popped back. Let's see. Properties. Let's move my camera back so I can get real close. Okay, hang on. Did that make it worse or better? Yeah, I have a Yeti and these things do pick up a lot. I don't think I have any settings set up for it. I mean, I manually lowered the gain when I first set it up, but I haven't touched it since. Let's see. It's good enough. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take good enough. Just keep talking how I talk. Okay. No pressure. Just keep talking how I talk. Okay. Just not low, quiet talking. Okay. I'll do my best. I know that I start like thinking I'm concentrating, and so I start quieting down. Um, anyway, hey Zeus, how's it going? But I'm not sure if I want to use Tribosis 3203 or if I want to stick with the Crytox for these marshmallows. I finally cleaned my lube palette to take out all the older stuff since I used the majority of it. Good. I'm glad to hear it's going. I hope, have you guys noticed my ugly Christmas sweater? Meowy Christmas. I love ugly sweaters. I have like four. So, anyway. Yeah, I'm pretty undecided on which one to use. Do I want to go with the syringe or do I want to go with the jar? Unsure for these marshmallows. I initially was going to go with the 3203s, but then I realized, I don't know. Hang on. Let's go with the Crytox. Crytox. Let's do that. Okay. I keep telling myself that I need to start up faster, sooner, because I always take forever to start up because I have to like hype myself up, you know? But then when I take forever to start up, then obviously I take too long. And then I don't finish until like midnight, or I guess 11. So, anyway, we'll get going on this just so I can end at a reasonable time. Happy Sunday! The last Sunday before Christmas. Hopefully, you guys have your Christmas shopping done if you're doing that. Various holiday shopping. I'm honestly like really looking forward already to Lunar New Year. I know you guys are probably going to laugh at me about that, but like I am so excited for Lunar New Year. Zeus, for me it's about to be a Monday. That's true. You're on the East Coast, so it's going to be Monday in 4 minutes. Sorry. You're late. This is the first time I've used this brush. That came with the set for the lube station stuff. I normally just use my like an old makeup brush that I just don't use. Uh, but that one's starting to get way too frayed. It would probably help to clean it, right? Maybe. But you know, that stream that I watched today with Alex Odos building the Glacier 80 was honestly the first stream I've ever watched in its entirety. Um, and so that was really fun. I mean, you know, didn't win the giveaway, but it was still fun to watch. Full build stream, yeah, no, they're really long. And I don't even think that one was that long. I think it was like, what, 3 hours maybe. I think I think they tend to be like way longer, right? In general. No, you're right, B-boy. B-boy and I both won a tiramisu. So they're absolutely right. We've used up all of our luck for the tiramisu, which is, obviously the collaboration between Owl Labs tiramisu, no, sorry, Mr. Suit and GMK tiramisu. So that's going to be a beautiful board. Fingers crossed it ships out by the end of the year. Probably not because, you know, global logistics and all are slow. Frog TKL still seemingly a high regarded TKL. It is because who's running that one? That's Gion, right? That guy works really hard, man. He's great. I'm glad to see that there's still so much demand for it because he's trying to change the industry to be better in terms of like what is available for people who want to have, a custom keyboard and stuff. I mean, I tried for the first few months to get the Frog and it was a no-go. Mammoth 75 and Glacier 80s both looking fire. They are. Same with NK 87. Yeah. I'm happy to see that. Like Gion Works, they're changing, they're trying to change the game here, and I'm all for it. I am all for it. Like the bad, like okay, I guess the one bad thing about it is just the keycaps you're still waiting on for like ever. But at least with the boards, you get them sooner rather than later. Still waiting for my Fuji 65. I think that group buy went on in like March 2021. So I hopped on that one. Still waiting for it. But I get it, right? Everything's delayed. Where am I even keeping all my boards? Well, I have them in various carrying cases strewn across my desks and my floor. It's just so fun to change the keycaps or use it, and like they feel different in different scenarios. I don't know. I can't help it. I think I'm happy with what I have, and then like another group buy shows up and it's just like, okay, just one more. Just one more. I can do one more. And then it's like building it is so much fun. Like I love all of it. It's all so much fun. And then like I don't have to do it all alone. I built my first like 3 keyboards by myself. Um and it was still fun. And I'm glad I got that experience because that that was the time it took me like 45 minutes to an hour to install stabilizers. Um, I'm getting better at it for sure, installing stabilizers, but it's still kind of a pain. But obviously, now I know what I'm looking for. I know what to expect, kinda, sorta. Okay, I'm going to point this to the switch that I'm currently on. I have to cheers because I haven't had any yet. So cheers. Happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Okay, Monday. Sorry. My ignorant Californian ass saying it's still Sunday. Happy Monday for those of you on the East Coast. Boop, boop. This lube station's great, but when would you ever need to lube just 56 switches? Like, I love it, but if they could have just added one more row, two more rows, just because like I start flinging things around near the end of the lubing session because I'm just so fed up with it. And I mean, the last time I lube switches, I ended up missing like a spring and a bottom housing, I think. I will say, I think after all the looking at keycaps and stuff, I think I realized I don't like super light mods. Really? Like you prefer darker, mostly darker mods with light alphas, or like dark. Oop, that's a lot. Something about light mods throws you off. Yeah, and then like I talk about this every time, but then that's the problem with group buys, right? You think you like it, but then during the waiting phase, a lot can happen in like a year and a half. So like your tastes change. It just looks more natural with light alphas and dark mods. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. I read it right, but then like my mind totally had it wrong. Okay, so you don't like the light mods. Okay, got it. When you reverse it where it's dark alphas and light mods, it kind of looks weird to me. Okay. Dark alphas and dark mods look fine to me too. I wonder if it's just because there's kind of like you notice more when there are imperfections with light, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, but that's a nice thing about having there's a key set for everybody. There's so many key sets available and incoming. I was gone for less than 10 minutes. What happened? What do you mean, what happened? Nothing happened. I'm still here. I'm still here, still lubing. Milky Way PBT02 uses white mods. You just don't feel it? But then who knows? While it looks good, it feels like it's missing something. I will laugh when your tastes change. Okay, what do I need to do next? Let's put some springs in a bag. I think that's why I didn't go for Milky Way Alpine. White mods, that feels cursed. That's good. Throw those opinions over. It's good to have opinions. I have just touched something. I am very unhappy with touching that. I am so very unhappy right now. Okay, there's the tissue here. I kind of like white mods, like lighter mods. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on what board it goes on, obviously. If you go for a light board and you want everything matchy matchy. Speaking of opinions, here we go. I'm going to be bag looping these springs. So I know people have opinions on that. Oops. I think my opinion is I wish springs didn't just like hop away the way that they do. Oh, there's a spring on the floor. Hang on. because I said that, right? I have a spiteful spring. Hang on just a second. Okay, hopefully it's just the one. Hopefully it's just the one. I'm sliding this way. Hang on. The only reason I don't bag lube springs is because I lube switches one at a time. Wow. Is there a reason why? So you don't lose them? I understand that. Oh, sorry. I really shouldn't do that, like right in front of it. No, one switch at a time feels more personal. You're going to lube them one at a time so that it's more personal. I love that. Hey, Mick. Wow, way to make an entrance, redeeming a chug-a-lug. And hey, Kajita, how's it going? Thanks for joining me on a Sunday. Hang on, I just gotta finish shaking this and then I'll do the chug-a-lug. If another chug-a-lug comes by, it's gonna be water. Can't chug this more than once. Shouldn't chug this more than once. Oh, I'm glad to hear life's good. The end of the year. Well, almost the end of the year. Oh, do people have New Year's plans? I remember back in the before days when people would have New Year's plans, like going out and stuff, doing things. I vaguely remember that, right? I know, not going out ever. I know. Remember when you see people sitting out in the cold on New Year's over in New York City watching the ball drop with hundreds of people? Yeah. Even in the before times, that was kind of gross. And I could sit in the comfort of my home. Yeah, the only difference is just that you watch it with a slight delay. That's all. But otherwise, you get to be home and warm and not around a million people. And then think about like how horrible it is to just get your butt back home after the fact, right? Everyone's cold and grumpy. They'd already been standing there for like, I don't know, 20 hours just to reserve that one spot. Couldn't use the bathroom. Couldn't leave to get water or anything. I went clubbing for New Year's once. Like I really have to be clear about how I've literally only done this once, and I think it was really more for the experience to say that I did it. Did I get free drinks from random dudes? Not just me. I was out with two other girlfriends, and so we would get drinks like for the group. No, I know it's overrated. Clubbing and parties are overrated. Yeah, I went out for New Year's once in my entire life, and I'm totally fine never doing it again. Oh, it landed in my shirt. No. I don't even want to read that comment out loud. That's terrible. Yeah, unless you see it made and it is being handed to you directly after from the bartender. Exactly. Good. You were with her, so it was okay. Good. I'm glad to hear that. But man, that's scary. I have the chills just thinking about that. Like, that's just horrible. Like, Horrible. Yeah. Had to drag your housemate back and wondering what's going on. Oh, I never went to a bar or party for New Year's or anything. Don't like parties besides PS4 parties. Yeah. We're all in good company here then. Bunch of dudes from work, but they really wanted to go find. I bet that's terrible. That is so sad. People are the worst, right? Oh man. Oops. Gosh, these springs are so springy. Ugh. I hate touching springs after they get lubed. The reason I don't like going is because you gotta do this thing called socialize. Yeah. I mean, I love talking to people. I love meeting new people, but definitely going out to bars like that, that's just still not the ideal setting to try and meet people like who you want to have any kind of real lasting relationship, platonic, romantic, or whatever. Um that's just not a setting that fosters the kind of like good relationships you want to try and find out of people, right? Yeah, not fun. You can't hear. It's super loud. Like there are lots of weird lights. No good food. Most of the time you're spending by the bar waiting to get the bartender's attention so you can order a damn drink. Yeah, sweaty, exactly. Someone already smells like ass for sure. That's not even a probably. Someone definitely smells like ass all the time at a bar or a club. And then the floor is sticky because everyone spills their drink that they spent like $14 for. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Concerts concerts can be a lot of fun. It depends on the group, the crowd. One bunker party sweat, wait, was dripping off the concrete roof. That's disgusting. Kajita, you're giving me horrible like visuals here. Like no. 12 hours? Please stop. That's just horrible. Yeah, that does sound just so gross. Well, I mean, I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad I found my people with you guys because I've never been able to handle it. Random equipment issues. uh from Salt Rain. Stop. That's so gross. You're so gross. uh well, we're all sitting here on Twitch having a better time than anyone else out there. Yeah, okay. True. I would rather just sit here lubing switches over going out and partying and drinking and pretending like I like people. Because then it's like, after this, I can just turn everything off and pass out. Don't have to try and take my ass home and get out of my sweaty clothes and quarantine them away from all my other non sweaty clothes. Well, you drink either way. Remember, I am not an alcoholic. I just save my drinking for streaming because I get really nervous. And it's my liquid courage to be able to be as personable as I can. It's courage in a glass. And then that way, at least I'm home. I don't have to find my way back. And I never get drunk. Except for that one time playing Destiny. If only the Lion had that in The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I mean, the wizard just hands him a bottle of whiskey when he asks for courage. That was a deleted scene. You must have missed it. Only drank too much a few times. It's too expensive. You're right. It is very expensive. That's works out in my favor. And we see him in Cops. Oh. I love that Alex emote. I wonder what he thinks of it. If he likes or hates it. I think it's hilarious. Before and after they were famous. Poor Shovel. You okay, Shovel? You crack me up. I'm doing English homework, but there's no grammar in Twitch chat. No juice today. I hate mobile chat on Twitch. It's like it's fine on like on the computer and stuff, but when you're watching a stream on mobile, like there's no autocorrect or anything. It just accepts everything. And it's slow and it's horrible. You Chromecast? Well, hopefully that's easier. Don't use Google Keyboard. It's kind of amazing to think about like all of these tools that are available to us now to be able to connect to so many people all over the world. That's kind of cool to think about it that way. Wait, why don't I plug in the Kyria? You should. That is such an interesting board. I was so intrigued when you mentioned it with Disastertron. When I first joined the hobby, split boards are weird. Yeah, no, that was my feeling. That was my feeling too. When I first joined this hobby, I thought split boards were weird. I thought Alice boards were ugly, but after being around for a little while, I kind of want to build an Alice board. I still kind of think 40% are cursed. 40% are cursed and only used for macros. And I have a keyboard friend who, like, I think he has a 40, and I think that's his, like, main driver. It's mostly 5 people in Japan and 3 others. Oh, I love it. You have to use a 40% at work? That's cruel. I mean, so does that mean you have to use, like, you constantly have to change layers? It has numbers, but everything is 1U. It's attached to the sales system. Oh. Yeah, I almost wonder if I need to just go ahead and build a 40 and force my hand to see, to try and get used to using it, to see its merits. Because I'll never know until I try. I can't just sit here talking shit about it. Well, I can. I can just sit here and talk shit about it, but I shouldn't. I mean, I do like the idea of building strange layouts and doing different things with boards because that just sounds so interesting to me. It's just some tiny membrane board, 1U backspace, tiny little space bar. That sounds cruel. Are you like an unwilling participant in like a social experiment to see how little of a board they could give somebody before they start panicking? Yes, let's just give you this. Let's just give you this and see how you work with it. Here, go out there and make us money. Okay, yeah. I mean, thanks for stopping by, Zeus. I know it's super late for you. You're on the East Coast, but thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you saying hello. Have a good night. You should be taking your 1 hour nap before work. God, your schedule is so brutal. How did the job interview go? I never said anything about it. Kajita should be working. It's the holidays. Well, my job interview was draining. I should be sleeping like 4 hours ago. Oh, B-boy. Well, it's the holidays. Hopefully it means a lighter workload, right? Um, but with my job interview, it was a 4 hour situation where I had to talk to 4 different people for about 45 minutes to an hour. Sending us links is your full-time job now, B-boy. It is. I've hated like 90% of interviews. Yeah. And yes, I absolutely was nervous. Like I actually checked my heart rate because I have a heart rate monitor. And I was checking my heart rate about like every, I don't know, half an hour before the interview, and I got up to 123. And my resting heart rate is at around like 60 something. So yeah, I was so nervous. Kind of wanted to throw up. Um, I guess it was really nice that they were like video phone interviews at least. So so like, I didn't have to physically be there and wear nice clothes. I only wore a nice shirt and then I wore like stretchy pants on the bottom. That was my interview outfit. I have not gotten my results back. Um, they told me that it was probably going to take around 2 weeks to get full feedback turned around and then given back to me. And then plus with the holiday schedule, it was probably going to be postponed even further. So fingers crossed, I get my results back. The first or second week of January, maybe. It's like the nice thing is I do still have my current job to work at while I wait, but I am so mentally checked out. Like I am so mentally checked out. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully it works out. We'll see. I mean, again, the bad part about if I get this new job is just that. Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's what a lot of people say. That it's done. It's over with. I don't have to worry about it. And I appreciate all the encouragement you gave Zeus and everybody else who was there when I was like panicking about it on stream at one point. Um, it's done. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it just means that if I do end up getting this job, I will be very busy with that, which I guess is the point, right? We'll see how it goes. So anyway, I'm just working on marshmallows to put onto my Leaf 65. Um, and if that sounds familiar, it should because I already built it on stream. But I needed to harvest the stabilizers on it for my Helix Lab Aru. Yep. So now I get to rebuild the Leaf 65, which works out in my favor anyway because I am out of new boards to build. Um, so yeah, I'll be rebuilding the Leaf 65 with marshmallow switches, literally only because I like this color scheme and I think it fits better with the colors I chose for my Leaf 65. Um, I the Twilight switches are fun to use, but they look hideous against the plate because they're like purple and smoky black and the plate is like this like super light green. And so like I never thought I would care that much about the aesthetics there since you just cover them with keycaps anyway, but like I cared. So so yeah, we're going with marshmallows for this next one. Switch color schemes, y'all are funky. I never thought I'd care because again, like you just cover them up. But yeah, I cared. I'm hoping this will settle down that voice. And then plus I have been wanting to try the marshmallow switches, so I have to remind myself not to overdo it. There were actually a couple of the GAT black inks that I have on the Aru that I had to take out and redo. I guess not redo, wipe, because there were a couple of switches that I definitely overdid it on and I could feel it. All right, good night, Zeus. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a good Monday. But no, some of those GAT inks ended up feeling like mush, which is obviously not what you want. So I had to take a couple out and like wipe them down. And they're still not great, but if they're really terrible, then maybe I'll just replace them. But yeah, being on stream for it definitely makes me more motivated to do stuff. Um, wouldn't have reopened and closed things as often as I did if I just had to do it by myself. I was been like, this is fine. This is fine. Oh man. So tedious. But this is actually a really great brush. Who knew a brush made for lubing was good at lubing? I didn't think I'd like this shape. I don't know. I think I may pull the trigger on GMK Hammerhead, but man, too bad they don't just sell the alphas on its own. I know. It wouldn't sell as well, and they'd have to hang on to a bunch of extras. That's the problem. But I am really happy with my Hammerhead Dark. But I don't have a board to put it on yet. One of my favorite keycap sets for sure. It's a good one. You're lucky that it's still around. Like, I can't believe how fast Deep Navy sold out. The extras for GMK Deep Navy, those were gone. Like, you saw it. You mentioned it. It was gone within like a half an hour, which is just crazy. But it's so expensive. I'm surprised it is around. I mean, yeah. Because I feel like, I mean, it had a lot of fanfare around it, even in interest check. Oh, the FOMO's getting to you now. Seeing the sets on in real life out on boards. I mean, if you want to pay mech market pricing and hope that it's not a scam. I mean, I was going to go for GMK Striker if it has extras for like Blue Samurai. But of course, those have gold legends. Yeah, the Blue Samurai has gold legends. Striker is definitely going to have extras for sure. I don't imagine that will sell out like in 2 minutes. Like I bet they got a lot of extras for that. Cuz they definitely ran that when, you know, the hobby was getting really big. Honestly, I actually went in on GMK Striker R2 literally only because my cousin texted me and was like, "Hey, you should get this." Because it's really popular and you should just get it while it's in group buy. um and I mean, I just did it even though like I saw it. It was really really early on in when I like started getting into the hobby, seeing Striker. I was probably into it a few months. But seeing Striker, you know, that was back when I didn't like sub legends. I didn't like the look of sub legends. And so I was just like, it's only sub legends. They're all the same color, the mods and the alphas, everything's the same color. I was just like, I don't know if I'm feeling it, but I went in on it anyway. And it's growing on me the more I look at it, like, because people are showing off their R1s too. Like, yeah, no, it's a really nice blue. I mean, I would probably end up reselling some sets that I ended up changing my mind on, um, in terms of like personal preference and stuff. But I really wish there was a way to know that I'd be selling it to somebody who actually wanted it. Like, and like wanted it for their own builds instead of just trying to flip it, you know? From what I see, it's not like a bright blue like that Crimson Cadet where it's hot rod red. Yeah, no, Crimson Cadet is a mood, right? It'll never happen. All you know is you got your money. I know, but like, I don't know. I want to know that it's going to a home that it'll be appreciated in, instead of just like seeing it on Mech Market a week after for like $50 more or whatever. Just Googled Crimson Cadet and it blinded me. It's a bright one. Won't be able to tell if you don't check Mech Market. Yeah, I guess. Ignorance is bliss. There we go. That's the truth. Oh, man. Also, man, I really do like the look of a win key list, but I feel like I just want my win key. Yeah, I definitely need a win key for sure, 100%. Guys, I gotta finish this essay. I'll lurk and be back, I promise. Win key list, weirdest layout, change my mind, except I'm muting and going away, so I'm not listening. That's the spirit, Shovel. That's the spirit. But yeah, I appreciate the lurk. And you know, good luck with your essay. Let's make sure chat confuses twos and theirs and all that stuff in your absence. People have, yeah, no. I mean, in Alex's stream, right? He said that he actually sees a lot of hate for win key lists, and that is not my experience at all. Like, I feel like people get so mad about the win key and then only want win key lists. I mean, when we were looking into the raffle for the tiramisu, right? I think John even said, "Wow, if you guys try for the win key, you're more likely to win it." And it's like, damn. Like I've only ever seen strong opinions where people love win key lists and just like shit on win key layouts. For sure. And it's like, again, welcome all opinions. It's great that people have opinions, but wow, those are opinions. I like both. I have yet to build a win key list board. Yeah, like I have yet to build a win key list board just because otherwise I can't use it for work, right? So Kajita, win key list cute, HHKB cute, Kiria most cute. I think HHKB is very cute. I like looking at that one back here, the darker one. I really like looking at that one. It's so cute. I talk about all this stuff, yet I haven't built a board yet. HHKB layout is nice. You need to hurry up and build it. Build your board, stream it, post it. I don't care. Put it on YouTube. So tell me, what is going to be the first board you build? B-boy. I will never get an HHKB layout because I need my arrow keys. That's what layers are for. Someday I will give HHKB ortho. Oh, I don't know about that. That sounds really adventurous. KBD 67 Lite. Yeah, do that one first. I agree with that. But Icky 68 also PC. No, I say do the KBD 67 Lite first. Yeah. Plexus 75 PCB. I haven't seen that one. Is that emote meant to be like you want to set it on fire? It kind of looks like you just want to set it on fire. Oh, it's hot. Okay, that makes way more sense. I love I love that like keyboards have their own like fancy looking PCBs. I'm falling further down the rabbit hole. Been looking at interest checks. Yes. Go, Mick. Join us. Join us down here. We're all down here and we're all swimming in interest checks. B-Boy's like, no, don't. Save yourself. Join one for Roman themed keycaps. Oh my god, you are such a sucker for that. Trust me, you'll thank me later. That's funny. It is definitely a rabbit hole. For sure, for sure. But it's a fun rabbit hole, at least. Right? Right? Anyone? Fun? Maybe? Crickets? There we go. Roman, Norse, and Japanese, I'm in. No, I agree with that. My wallet says otherwise. Um, yeah. No, it's tough. It's a constant battle with our wallets, right? I didn't spend much. Good. That's how it all starts. Oh dear. 1200 versus property tax. Only 130 for keycaps on my first group buy. Not much. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's great. Obviously, first priority is taking care of the necessities. And hell yeah, keycaps. 130 is not that bad. But then like you just got to be careful there because you start sliding the number of like the acceptable price you're willing to pay over. And then all of a sudden it becomes like, oh yeah, $150 for a set of keycaps. That's not bad. Oh yeah, 170 for a set of keycaps and novelties and alt mods. Yeah, that's not bad. That's when you gotta remind yourself. Because I've definitely slid that needle over. I had to check. I had to check myself. Okay, so I'm done with that for now. Before I start closing them up, gotta get another drink. Oh crap! Damn it! Hang on. That's how that goes. Why don't you want to close up? There. That was weird. Necessities, then games, then keyboard parts, then PC parts, then alcohol, then snacks, then food and water, then in that order. Okay. Nice. I tried a new game last night. It Takes Two. I'm not sure if anybody else has tried it, but it's like a really fun local couch co-op thing. Yeah. It's actually a lot of fun. I had a really good time with it last night. And like it won game of the year or something, right? From someone. I had a lot of fun with it. It was good. That was the one created before It Takes Two. Oh, you should play A Way Out. That was the one created before It Takes Two. Okay. I'll give that a try. It's kind of like fiddly. It makes me think that I'm doing something wrong. Ah. This is so weird. I really hope I'm not messing something up with the way I'm closing this. Has anyone tried Marshmallows? This is going to be my first time trying Marshmallow Switches. And then I bought, this was a group buy, and in the same group buy, I also got the Conpitu stems. The ones that are like powder blue, almost like periwinkle purple, maybe. And they have like a longer stem. So, they're meant to give like a, different feeling. But I've never felt them either, so I'm just curious to know. I do like this color. Oh, and I am working on custom emotes as well. The person I'm working with is really nice. But I'm going to do a penguin set, of course. And I'm going to do a set, where it looks like me. But I'm not sure how I want to do it. Because I definitely want to have some for use in Discord too. But I also want to use some for subs only on Twitch. I'm not sure which way I should go about it. Should I have the penguins available for everybody? Only the me ones for subs? I love the color of these switches. They're so cute. Where are you stuck? The nice thing is I haven't dropped anything else. Just that one spring. For once. Oh man, and then Bone and Bee finally confirmed that GMK Trash Friends was canceled. So sad. But I'm glad to see that she mentioned that it'll come back. And then hopefully the timing will be better with other group buys, and maybe in theory once GMK supposedly gets another machine or whatever they've been saying for ever now, once they get their other machine up and running or whatever, then lead times can decrease and GMK Trash Friends can do really well. And also GMK Hunt. It's sad because it's like you see these designers and stuff, they put so much effort and so much time into, conceptualizing what they want to do and making it look cohesive, doing kit renders, collaborating with other creators to like work together on everything else, like artisans or custom cables to match and all that other stuff. Like it's really heartbreaking to see it get canceled when they've put so much work and effort behind it to get it to where it is. But I hope to see them both again soon. And I hope it works out. I'll definitely be in on GMK Trash Friends. Both because it's adorable, and also because I'm just a huge sucker for supporting these designers. And then Milky Way Alfheim was extended to today, I think. It originally was supposed to end on the 16th, but most, if not all, of the vendors decided to extend it to Sunday. Because the last numbers I saw were last week, and I think we were looking for an MOQ of 200 for Alfheim. I think they were at like the high 70s at that point. And then they were missing 2 vendors reporting. I don't know. I'm guessing that if we haven't heard anything yet, it's no news is good news, right? So fingers crossed it goes. Why are you not closing? Crap. Reopen that. Okay. That works out. Doing that ended up closing it. Pretty much, I will live vicariously through you on that set. Well, I will show plenty of photos when that comes through. I think the lead time, like the promise for that set, is actually in Q1. I also went in on Domiki Ghost because it was so cute. Hey, Fry Rye, how's it going? Yeah, I went in on Domiki Ghost because I thought it just looked really unique. I'll send you photos of that too. I hope you're doing well, Fried Rye. We're back to Lubing Switches so that I can put this on a board that I'm rebuilding on Thursday. My only concern is with the black plastic. I mean, it's gonna look, I think it's gonna look a little wonky, but yeah, I mean, did you see photos of GMK Symbiote? That's how you pronounce it, right? GMK Symbiote. Doing well. I love it. This looks much more meditative. It is pretty, yeah, meant to be chill. Happy Sunday. Not that, but others I have, and they were a bit meh. Yeah, I mean, for GMK Symbiote, they do have a big old disclaimer with the webbing that's going to show through, because renders obviously aren't going to show how like messed up they are. But yeah, no, they definitely show disclaimers with like real life photos of other sets that where the webbing does look pretty messed up. And I don't know, I decided to just go for it. Closed my eyes and I jumped. That's why I decided not to go for Domiki Ghost for this time. No, that's fair. You'll want to see how it looks. And I'm sure there'll be extras, right? If you end up liking it. Yeah, exactly. That's a nice thing about extras. I mean, you just pay a little bit more. But at least you know what you're getting, right? RIP GMK Bread R2, right? Sorry, guys. I feel like my motto is basically buy the super expensive extras. GMK Hammerhead is almost 200 bucks for one base. Yeah, it's 185 for base. And then obviously that doesn't even include shipping and taxes and stuff. So no, that's a lot of money. But I mean, again, it's one of those things where at least you know what you're getting. Because I mean, GMK Bread, if it was, but like those people know what they're buying, right? Like they see the photos, they know that they're buying GMK Bread R2, which looks like GMK Banana Bread or GMK Brioche or whatever. But if I went in on that group buy thinking that I was going to get like what is it, like the raw 1015 color code for the alphas, and it ended up getting like freaking yellow, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. GMK bread did sell out though, except extensions. Maybe that's why I just go for buying the more expensive extras. There's no, yeah, that's true. There's no guarantee you can snag one, because you won't know what, like, how many extras each vendor is gonna buy. Because sometimes you see that graph, for how many sell plus extras, but you don't know how that gets distributed. Yeah, the popular ones sell out real fast, real fast. But I know if you guys are familiar with, I think it's EPBT Dreamscape. That one, sold like hotcakes, and I'm in on it, by the way, just as a disclaimer. I'm in on it. And I'm surprised that it did so well, but I'm wondering if it did so well because of the inspiration behind it. And that's what drove up the sales as high as they were. But I think before extras that ended up selling like over 1,000 kits, right? For base or something like that. Something crazy. Yeah, it's in the pre-order stage now. And I don't even know if the designer has samples yet. So, I mean, fingers crossed, it looks good. Because I'm in on it too. But yeah, no, that one definitely a lot of extras were bought as well. I actually used to hate the idea of gradients. But that one, I think, was it that one? That one might have been the one that changed my mind. I think that was the first one I'm in on with a gradient. There's a lot of very like suspicious banging going on downstairs. And I'm like very concerned. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me, B-boy. For 40 minutes? Well, I mean, hopefully I'll be done by then. It should not take me 40 minutes to lube. How many is this? 14 switches? Um, so yeah, I mean, have a good nap. And yeah, thanks again for hanging out, even though you definitely should be sleeping. Look at look at this non-personal switch lubing. Do you even love them? I think I need to add a quote section on the Discord for these great quotes. But yes, of course I do. I don't have time to do them one by one. Who's got time for that? How long does it take you? How long does it take you to lube enough switches for a board if you do them one at a time? So you mean like you open them, you lube them, and then you close them before you move on to the next one? Is that what you mean by doing it one at a time? Because that sounds crazy to me. I think I know what the problem is. What is the problem? Ugh. Okay, I guess it's the end. I changed it so that you guys can only redeem 2 a stream, okay? This is the second one. So this is it. This is it for the stream. If you guys end up going around it and doing it again, it's going to be water. Okay? And so because of that, I just brush lube the springs while I'm at it. Oy. I want to know. Oh, Hang on. Shovel. I want to know how long it takes you to lube enough switches. I mean, I don't know if it takes longer because I haven't done it in at with a lube station. Oy. I'm sorry. Ugh, it's just that drink. Oh man. I mean, I don't know grand total time either because I just kind of do it when I have some time. Oh, okay. Then no, okay. No, you're right. That makes sense. If you are doing it where you can only do a few at a time when you're just doing it in between tasks or whatnot, then yeah, doing it one at a time like that makes more sense because if you open them all up and then you can't get to them all in a short enough window, I would definitely worry, dust would start collecting, um, which can affect the performance of the switches. Like, because you don't want dust inside the mechanisms, right? So, right. So yeah, if that's the reason why you're doing it, that makes total sense. And I will stop shitting on on your the way you're doing it. Haha, sorry, I always assume it's water. No, it's okay. It's the end. I was near the end of the drink. Anyway, so it needed to be finished. There was the next one will be water for sure. There was one stream where I actually forgot about my drink and I ended the stream and I still had beer. I was just like, oh no. Oh no. So no, this is fine. Radioactive taco. Why did the chicken cross the road? Why did the chicken cross the road? Radioactive taco. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I miss my chicken. Aw. Aw. I am so bad at punchlines with jokes. That was a good one. I like that. Well, how's it going? Hope you guys are having a good Sunday night. What an icebreaker. What a name to to show the opossum it could be done. Aw. Aw. I do like that name, Radioactive Taco. I mean, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, doing absolutely nothing of substance, lubing switches, chatting about ways to spend too much money. Do you guys have like holiday schedules? I wonder if you guys are working all week. I know, Mick, you mentioned you finally get what, a 4-day work week instead of a 7-day work week that you've been pulling for the last like bajillion months. So that's exciting. Well, if I watch the rebuild stream, then I'll have like done my homework watching these switches lubed. That's a good way to look at it. I mean, should I start the build streams with last time on Starfire Penguin stream in like the Dragon Ball Z voice? Have to say it super dramatically. No, because your mic doesn't work at the beginning. Thanks, Shovel. I get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off at least. Have to go in for inventory on Monday. I hate inventory. Physical inventory, where people just have to sit and count and write numbers on a piece of paper, and they have to match with what finance says. Otherwise, you get in trouble, even though it's not your fault. Sorry, this isn't coming from a personal place at all or anything. I mean, I don't get why my mic doesn't work at the beginning. Does it work now? Is it fine now? I haven't heard any complaints yet. Yet? Okay, well, how about this? I can start the build streams after the troubleshooting to be like, last time on Starfire's stream, we lubed 67 switches. We had audio issues. I lost a spring. It still exaggerates you being quiet, but it's far less often now. I am leaning forward more, and I'm hoping that helps. Only 67, she's asking for a bent pin. Okay, well, technically, this is 70. This is 70. Normally, I do 69 because I think that's funny, but I'm doing 70 this time to make it an even number. Oh, man. But Mick, I am glad to hear that you're finally getting some break time. I was hoping I would get a better holiday schedule to like squeeze in an extra stream or something. I'm not sure if that's going to work out in my favor. Also, don't have a board to build. I was hoping for the tiramisu to come in to build it. That's likely not happening. Still have no idea when that's supposed to ship, by the way. Okay, that was switch 70. Let's close this up. Start closing these switches up. We're going to finish this up before B-Boy gets back from his 40-minute nap. Oh man, I am excited to close up, or I guess rebuild, the Leaf 65 again. Mainly because I love having something to do. I should just take apart all my boards and rebuild them. Mod them up. Do something weird with them. You know, I still haven't even seen a holiday movie this holiday yet. Need to watch Die Hard. Need to watch Home Alone 2. Need to watch Muppets Christmas Carol, apparently. I've never seen Muppets Christmas Carol. I don't know if I'm going to get hate for that. Also need to watch Jingle All the Way. It's so bad, but it's so good. No hate, it's just fantastic. Okay. Then if you're going to say that, then I'm going to have to watch it. Wow, that was the last switch. And it was done at a reasonable time. It's only been an hour and a half. I feel like I take forever usually for these. Though the last set of switches I had to do 87 since it was for the TKL. I guess 90. All right. I should probably move that so that it's like, hang on. Ta-da! Wow, how exciting that I got this done in an hour and a half. With a 40, that's 2 boards. One of these days, I'm going to build a 40. Kajita, I need suggestions then, please. For a... Oops, I just muted myself. Sorry. For a good 40. Snap a pic of the workboard tomorrow. Please do. I'm so curious to know about this board. You know, obviously, as long as it doesn't have any information to show us where you work, okay? Or if you can blur that out or something. I'll try to be pragmatic. Yes, please, Shovel, share that photo as long as you either blur out or make sure it doesn't have any kind of information to show us where you work. Ortho life. One of these days. One of these days. I want to build it because I want to build it. Love the idea of these, like, you know, these weird boards. I'm excited about that. So yeah. I mean, I guess this is pretty much it. Did you guys want to try and find someone to raid? Are you guys up for raiding? Let's take a look at who is streaming today. Is anyone even streaming right now? I have 2 gaming friends who are streaming right now. Gym leader Nathan is also streaming. I don't think I'll ever use an ortho board. No worries, going to sleep 1,000%. No, I don't blame you. It's late. It's late. Someone's building Lego winter villages. I don't think I'll ever use an ortho board. Poor Kajita. What a sad emote. I drunk. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I don't really have there. I don't see. This is not a popular time for keyboard related streaming. I mean, I guess we'll just end it here. Again, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Sunday night, no less, to loop these switches. I'll be back on Tuesday to play Oh, don't make that face. Don't make that face. I'll be back on Tuesday to play Back for Blood with Rue, Ed, and Ed's friend John. Yeah, you guys have a great Monday. If I don't see you on Tuesday, maybe I'll see you on Thursday with the Leaf 65 rebuild. If not, have a great holiday. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. And so, yeah, have a good night, guys. Bye.